So I'm looking straight at you guys. On the left is TikTok. On the right is YouTube. So now I'm going live on both of you guys now. And everybody on TikTok, thank you very much for getting me to 50 followers. I do appreciate that. And now I'm able to go live on both of these. To everybody on TikTok, this is mainly going to be a fishing channel type of thing where I'll be making jigs and fishing lures and different things like that. The only one that I won't be making is plastic lures. I won't make any of those. That's not my forte. I won't be doing any of that. But today, today, I will not be making any of these today, but I will be making these later on. I'll throw it back a little ways. Because this is actually the inline spinner baits. Or rooster tails, or something of that nature. And no, I did not make any of these, but I will be making these soon. Really? Come on. And no, I won't be making them with treble hooks either. Because treble hooks, yes. Well, I might make a few, I don't know, we'll see. But I did not make these, but I will be making some like these with custom colors and everything else. So I will be making some of these for YouTube people. But today, I told a lot of people on YouTube when I was going through and cleaning my shop. For those of you who are on TikTok, if you want to, you can actually go through and look at my YouTube channel to see that I was going through and cleaning this shop. The shop was actually for me to have my window covering business, because I still do window coverings. That's my main business, but this was mainly a building for that at the time, but I've since moved it over to another container, because this is a 20-foot container that I'm in right now. But my main thing today was I told people on YouTube that I was actually going to be going through and using a specific tool that I had at the time that, I was doing a lot of cutting before I actually started using a chop saw. And what this is actually a 4.5-inch metal cutting bandsaw. And I was going to demonstrate basically what is in detailed in it, how it works, how it does what it's supposed to do. So let me bring you guys in a little closer, and I will show you how this actually works. Okay, so let me you guys can both of you guys can see it. TikTok and YouTube. Now, if I start to freeze a little bit on YouTube and also TikTok, please let me know. But how this works is, this is like a small machine. This was actually from Harbor Freight at the time. I'm sure that Harbor Freight still has these. What it is you lift it up, and you put your metal piece in, which I already got a metal piece in there. This is what I actually use to make my brackets, which I have right here. We form these. We just take black stock, drill the holes, and then we form these. But this is just mainly a demonstration of how it works to cut the stuff off. So what you do is you put it in here, put your flat stock or round whatever, or even a big thick piece of metal. This is 3/16 metal. I believe it's about an inch and a quarter wide. You can even cut this whole entire thing the same length, but we're going to do a little smaller one this time. So what you do is you put this in here. You got a little lever on the side over here that you turn. This turns it to actually clamp it in. Gotta make sure it's gonna be over in the cutting section. There's a little small knob right here. Yes, right here. You flip this on, which you can hear it. A little noise, if it's a little loud, I apologize. But there's a blade that goes around. It goes around right where the motor's at right here. It goes around, goes in, comes back around, and then this actually cuts it. So what you do is you set it down and start cutting it. Once it gets to the end, it will automatically shut off. See, it automatically shuts off. The reason why it automatically shuts off is because it has a little bracket down here at the bottom that actually flips the switch downward to actually shut it off. You don't have to worry about it. So once you get done, you can actually just set something in there and then let it go. And it actually does a pretty good cut. Nice straight cut on this. It does take a little longer to do. That one was pretty quick and easy, but let's say for like a bigger piece, like that one, I have to press it down just a little bit, just to kind of get it moving and get it going and doing what it needs to do. Sometimes I'll actually, pause or stop a little bit because it has to, go through and it's not cutting like right, and then you kind of lift it up and, just let it kind of maneuver its own self. When you do something like this, it can take, in between about 2 to 3, maybe 4 minutes. Or, what the hell, let's do one. And how you doing over there on, what is that, Liam? Yeah, Liam, how you doing? We're gonna do it, flat ways. Yeah, we'll do it flat ways. What? Ouch! Don't do that. You'll hurt your foot. Don't do that. I just wanted to strap it in there for a second. Because I cut some ones already before. I want to do another one. Ouch. That's pretty close right there. These things do take a little longer, and see, like if you wanted to make a mark in the metal piece, you can actually do that on both sides if you want to do it. And it's just a little tiny thing. You can barely see it in the video here, but you can see right where the mark is. But let's go and do one of those. All right, strapped in. Flip the switch. Ready to go. Put it down. And just let it go. This one will take a little longer time because it is a lot thicker piece of metal. But I can do round stock. I can do square stock. I can do anything that's metal. But just remember, the thicker it is, the longer it takes. I cut a lot of actual black pipe with this. And it was so nice of cutting the black pipe with this that I didn't only have to file for just a little bit. As compared to using a chop saw, the chop saw would actually just literally have where you actually have to use the bench grinder to take a lot of it all off, and then clean on the inside of the metal there too. Yeah, we're a little over halfway. Hello, weird name over there on YouTube. Thanks for all of you for coming in on TikTok. I appreciate it. And yes, YouTube, I got friends over on TikTok, and TikTok, I got friends over on YouTube. So meet each other again. So people on TikTok would have to go to YouTube. The people YouTube would have to go to TikTok. So hey, all right. Same name, same profile. And when it gets close to the end, you can actually hear the difference when it's about ready to pop right off. No pressure, no nothing. It does it all on its own. Almost there. Almost there. Yeah, it kind of stops a little bit, yeah. Come on. There's a small area where they actually weld the wire or weld the blade together. Woo! Oh boy. And see, then there it is. All fairly nice and clean. And see the tiny little bitty burr on it? That little bitty burr right here? And see, that's another thing. It's not really majorly hot either. But that little bitty burr, that ain't nothing. I can just take a small tiny file and then bam, done. Compared to doing a chop saw, oh, that'd be sticking way out there. And I'd have to clean all that all off. And here, let people see it on the YouTube side. See? That was a pretty nice cut. That's on that side. On the actual side that is in there, it's right at about the same-ish. Not that much of more of a difference. See? Yes, I do have somewhat of a full metal shop here because I do a lot of metal rods and things like that. So I do have quite a bit of metal stuff. I do have bigger pieces than this, and a little bit thicker. These damn things are heavy. Oof, man. So I'll just kind of bring you out over here now. We already went through and seen that. I'll give you guys one more little look. That's just one of the tools I basically have to cut metal and do different things. So that's one of them. But I'll show you some of you over here on YouTube already seen a lot of the stuff in the shop. A lot of you over here on TikTok have not. So I'm going to give you guys a small tour of everything in here. Sorry, there's going to be a little jerkiness there. There you go. But everybody on YouTube, thank you very much for coming in. And of course, again, everybody on TikTok, thank you very much for coming in as well. I appreciate both of you guys. So, all right, here it is. We're going to do it pretty quick here. Spray booth section right here. Spray booth section all right here. I'm going to get a little thing that's going to be a spray booth. It all sends all the stuff all out the thing, all out the door. So this is a 20-foot container. I'm not going to use any of these. These are just up here for now because I got to find a place to put them. But I may use these little smaller ones because these are actually detail guns. Same thing as with these. These are also detail spray paint guns, which very low pressure, which is quite nice. And we can't also forget airbrushes. Airbrushes the same way. Oops, really? Yeah, that one's all nice and dirty now. They gotta be cleaned again. But this is gonna be a whole entire spray booth for all of the individual jigs that I will be painting the heads of them. And then, of course, this area is mainly just storage for some of the overstock that I still have. This right here is an oven that I'm actually going to be baking all of the I'll be baking all the heads in here. That's an actual oven. This will eventually be cleared off eventually, but I do have a lot of my paints right here. I will be adding more and more paints. Right now I'm using oil-based spray cans, which eventually I will be turning into little quart cans. Probably something similar like these. Something similar like these. And or this is, just very thing, but or something like those. The bigger cans. Because it's actually cheaper. You get more volume for those cans like that than you do with just the 10 or 12 ounce cans. And then I do have some acrylics, which I do need to stock a lot more of these because acrylics have a lot more different colors than the oil-based paints, which is quite nice because I can go a large range of, and as long as I put a protective coat over it, and I actually go through and bake them, when I put them actually on the jig heads, they'll do just fine. And a lot of times when the acrylics actually dry, they're already waterproof in a sense anyhow, so they just won't completely wash off. But once you bake them, it's hard to scrape them. It's hard to do all of that. I mean, you can, you'll get nicks and things like that, but it'll look good, trust me, it will. And then of course you saw the little area right here where this was. That's all tent stuff that will eventually be gone out of here. That's more storage right now. And then I got stuff in lockers, which is more stuff up here. These are really, these, or whatever. These things are filled with rings, metal rings for drapery rods. And then you come around, and this is my 12-foot, sorry for the jerkiness, my 12-foot workbench. This side right here is going to be, you can barely see it, but this side right here is where I'm going to be making these. I will be making these right in this side, probably on the side, somewhere here. I don't quite really know just yet, because there's supposed to be a thing coming out. And then the rest of this is mainly just going to be whatever space I need to work on something or whatever, or put things together or something like that. Because I'll have a 7 to 10 foot section, if not a little bit more. And then at the end, right where that fan is, right here, this little fan, on the inside of the fan, I'll bring you over there, but on the inside of that fan is where I'll be pouring all the heads for them as well too. I'm kind of starting out on the heads, but I'll be getting there, no problems. It'll only take me just a little bit to finally get everything sorted out, and I'm doing it the really cheapy way, which is just a complete hot plate and a cast iron pot. And it's a pretty good sized cast iron pot. Yeah, I know I could have got other ones. That is absolutely true, but this no clog, no nothing. Just pour and go from there. So that's pretty much about all of that for now. and then of course the door, and that's where we exit once we can. Well, I mean, I got stuff down here too, which you can see some paint, but the majority of it is kind of, just little paint stuff here and there. And then the other side is just a bunch of other crap that I need to go through too. But that is the full shop in that aspect. So a lot of you on TikTok, I know you guys didn't get to see that, which, I'm sorry that you guys didn't get to see that, which I couldn't go live at the time because I didn't have enough followers. Now I do. That's a beautiful thing now. So now I can do YouTube and TikTok all at the same time. And then eventually, I might incorporate going live on Instagram. So that way a lot of people can actually see a lot of the different things and have a lot more viewers, as I keep going through this. So, anybody have any questions of any sort or anything else as I go through all this? Nope. Not at all yet, huh? Okay, all right. People on TikTok, if you do travel over to YouTube, you'll be able to see a lot of the lives that I've done in here from the time that I first started to cleaning this container, because I've had this container for probably 22, 23 years, give or take, somewhere right around there, because I got it in 2001. And we're now in 2025, so I'm sure you guys will be able to figure out the years from there. Shoot. But I've had it that long, and it's now going to be used for a whole new phase of, I guess, a new business, which is going to be nice. And it does need to be used for that, because it was just mainly just storage, and I don't like, a lot of things being, like a nasty storage type of thing no more. I don't like that no more. I guess I'm getting to that part in my life where gotta be clean. Woo! That's what we gotta do, right? Yes, all right. Oh, shoot. So, everybody on TikTok, I might be able to post that video, because I gotta do a before and after for YouTube. So I might be able to do that for you guys too. So I just switch it over, from that to you guys. But I think this is going to be quite nice, and I do appreciate all you guys, for sticking around for however long it is, and what we're going for. So we've been on YouTube 23 minutes. I can't tell how long we've been actually on the other one, but well, whatever. It's a little bit of a difference, kind of going back and forth. But I'll get used to it. I'm good. No worries. Yes, absolutely fine. Woo! Shoot. So, anybody on TikTok have any questions of any sort? Or anything? And pretty soon you guys will be able to, talk amongst yourselves, because what I'll do is I'll have a thing where if I have to take a small break, I'll put the phones right next to one another. You guys can see each other. Hey! That'd be great. That'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? Yeah. Sure would. Then I'd be like, okay, TikTok people talk to the YouTube people. YouTube people talk to TikTok people. I gotta go like pee break or whatever. Oh, shoot. I know. I'm silly. I know. I apologize. I'm sorry. But that's just the way I am. Oh, so anybody have any questions whatsoever? None whatsoever? Nope. Okay. All right. Well then, I think I'll make this a really quick live. Since now this is the first time, and yes, for all of you that's on YouTube, this is the first time I actually got to get on live on TikTok. Today was the very first day. So it seems like it's been a pretty good thing so far. I kind of like it. I don't mind 2 cameras or even 3 cameras sticking in my face anymore. I don't mind that. So I think I'm pretty good, So I think I think we're good to go. Can I get one more like on YouTube? Because I got 9 likes. Can you guys give me one more? Just one more. I'll stay on long enough for you guys to give me one more on YouTube. And if you guys want to give me some more on TikTok, hey, that'd be fantastic too. I'd love you guys even more for it. Because I know YouTube's a little bit more different than YouTube or TikTok is. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And Phoebe, you don't have to stick around. It's I'm just gonna cut it pretty quick because it's already been 25 minutes. I think it's been almost 30 minutes on TikTok, but thank you very much for that. And thank both of you, YouTube and thank TikTok, very much for all of that. And pretty much like what I always usually say on YouTube, because I've been doing YouTube now for probably the last 3, 4, 5 months, give or take. What I usually say on YouTube when I get towards the end is be kind to yourself, be kind to everybody else, because you will reap off the profits of being kind to people later on down the road. And be true to yourself, and be true to everybody else, because if you're not true to everybody else, people will see right through you. And I usually end the live right at that time, but I see somebody giving me likes on both of them, so I'll wait just another minute or two. And I appreciate all of you for all of that. I really do. I appreciate all of you. Got another more minute? You can always throw questions in. No worries. No problems. Alrighty. Sounds good. Thank you very much. And I hope all of you have a wonderful day. Or rest of, or even the rest of your weekend. I hope you have a good weekend. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Bye.